And here I was, ready to throw in the towel on summer 2024 horror and chalk this season up to an L. And can you blame me? Everything for this Sunshine Solstice was a prequel or a remake, so I had written off the entire blockbuster time span as a lost cause. And then along came a spider. Our trailer kicks off with a woman seen burning the midnight oil when she gets a tapping at her chamber door from an owl? When holy crap, she's packing more heat than Detroit, Michigan and loaded for bear, just when she gets the embarrassing inkling that maybe it was just the wind. Oh, okay, it's alright. The psycho killer is in the house. Whew, thought that was a close one. I thought we were in danger for a sec. She notices her uninvited guest has swapped roles with her, and she gets to stare at him through the window. I guess that makes him the dumb blonde with huge boobs in the scary movie. Don't let that sting from the background music fool you. Since technically the home invader's the one in danger, his back is to her, she can see him through the window, and oh, by the way, she's got a gun. We get an out-of-place introduction to our leading lady.
Is it scary being a lady FBI agent?
Yeah.
Yeah, therein lies the movie's intrigue. Gender equality in the workplace. Moving right along, she's left to analyze the bad guy's handiwork of a ripe cadaver as well as a love letter he's left behind. The film roll of a family slideshow implies that these were the victims of this latest carnage, as the trailer spells out the killer's name and the movie's title. If you think that the imagery of dolls in a movie about a murder spree is unsettling, get a load of the perpetrator. The case takes a turn for the apocalyptic when our FBI agent narrates a passage from the Gospel, Revelation chapter 13 to be exact, the rise of the beast from the sea. Apparently, turnabout is fair play, as while the FBI agent makes these biblical allusions to this Longlegs killer, he returns the favor, referring to her inner turmoil.
I know you're not afraid of a little bit of dark, because you are the dark.
This leads me to believe that the darkness in her that Longlegs is referring to is most likely a dark past that she's keeping under wraps. I'm not spoiling the following because the synopsis has already revealed it, but there's some mysterious personal connection between her and this killer. Now, stick with me, folks, because things only get more grim from here on out. We get what is this trailer's most disquieting scene, for the simple fact that its implications may suggest there is indeed something otherworldly going on with this case. But even if that's not the case, the sight of a child unraveling a message left by a murderer in front of her family can only result in a grisly unwrapping. It appears all the cryptic references to the scriptures, perhaps, ain't just all talk. This is then followed up by a visually foul scene. It is here that I would like to take a slight detour with this reaction video as a point of reference. I find the movie Mandy, which Nick Cage also starred in, to be grossly overrated and outright forgettable. It was given so much hyperbolic praise over its graphical aesthetic, there isn't a mention at all over any compelling storyline or engaging characters. I wonder why that is. It's almost like the viewers were so mesmerized by all the pretty colors that they plain forgot that while creative optical flair is a welcomed addition, it's also a single ingredient, not to be hinged on to carry your entire movie. Style over substance, you know? Longlegs, on the other hand, from what we can gauge from the trailer, establishes with assurance that it has substance combined with style. From the looks of things, this ain't no one-trick pony. Cheap Trick Circus or low-rent gimmick, so I, for one, am hoping that it's not a one-hit wonder. The musical composition goes into overdrive to set a genuinely unsettling mood, as we're given several scenes in rapid succession of other culprits either victimizing others or even themselves, which makes me wonder, what in the hell is going on here? I don't mean that disapprovingly or in a chastising tone. The collection of clips makes me wonder what it is the trailer is showing us and how to piece it together in the overall film. If Longlegs is our sociopath repeat offender, why is it that the violence that the preview shows comes at the hands of others? Are these scenes of our enigmatic FBI agent's dark past? Here's a curveball for you. Whatever the traumatic history of our leading lady is, does the Bureau even know about it?
What aren't you telling me?
Moreover, the Bible verses, the doll crafting, the family scenes, how do all these disparate pieces of the puzzle form to make the big picture? With other people carrying out these atrocities, either on others or themselves, is what we're looking at here an instance of ritual butchery? You don't need me to tell you how badly cult activity can turn out. I'll just show you. Yes, truly the work of the unholy. Since our heroine agent was kind enough to recite us our daily testament, I hope you'll indulge me. And now, a reading. Excerpt from Hotness TV Magazine, June edition. Article, Heatseeker, Inkarnate's Summer 2024 Horror Preview. Serial killer movies themselves have proven hard to pull off just by themselves. Believe me, there was nothing more dreary than a late 90s thriller that really wanted to capitalize on and emulate Silence of the Lambs without being labeled a horror movie. If you toss in supernatural elements to a crime procedural, then that further compounds the difficulty of this balancing act. Past films have tried and failed to juggle these plates, including Denzel Washington's The Fallen, The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, even 2023's Nefarious. I'll give you 3 guesses how those turned out. Here's hoping that, with the inclusion of religion in this serial killer film, that the filmmakers don't muddle what could be a unique setup by watering it down to Hannibal Lecter meets Seven. The mystery to unravel has interesting avenues to explore, but it's up to the filmmakers to get the most mileage out of these ingredients because they very easily can come off like gimmicks. While the supernatural elements in a crime scene investigation is not new to horror, it has never been pulled off effectively. Thus, here's hoping that Longlegs proves to be the sleeper hit of the summer. End quote. I got a good feeling about this one. They've certainly crafted a chronicle that paradoxically remains equal parts unnerving while keeping the suspense tightly wound. While I do not subscribe to the philosophy that just because a movie is low budget or independent that it's automatically good, I am a firm believer that if you dispense with blood spatter, nostalgia baiting, and stereotypes, then you're left with the bare essentials of narrative and nuance, character and conclusion to work with. And with those storytelling building blocks, the only place to build is up. I don't use this phrase often, but the sound effects used in this trailer are sincerely spine-chilling. So, I'm eager to see how this is carried over into the story beats and character moments. I hope you'll agree that This isn't your run-of-the-mill crime thriller, and as far as my gut reaction, I'm thinking this police procedural's got a leg up on the competition. I've been Inkarnate reminding you,
You are the dark.
I ain't just a big deal, I'm the real deal. If you're resigned to your fate, time to subscribe to your fears.
Warn your friends. Warn everyone.